Hello, everybody. Hello, students. My name is Samantha. I'm going to present geography lesson for grade 11. Grade 11 geography textbook contains 8 chapters. The first chapter deals with formation of the continent. So we are going to learn the formation of continents and oceans under lesson 1. Now, before starting our discussion, let me say something about the introductory part of geography. Geography is a unique subject because it mainly considers spatial-temporal variability and the relationship between physical and human environments. So it is a unique subject. Geography is a unique subject because it is a mother of other discipline. It mainly considers the spatial variability and temporal variability. Spatial variability means the difference between spaces, a space related variability, and temporal variability is time duration variability. And also, it studies the relationship between the physical environment and human environment. Because of this, geography is a unique discipline. Geography often bridges natural science with that of social science by encouraging the holistic study of diverse issues. Geography encourages the holistic study of different issues. Because of this, it is a bridge that connects natural science with that of social science. So this makes it unique. Geography is an inclusive subject that uses interdisciplinary approach in studying the multifaced problems of the environment. So geography is one of interdisciplinary subject. Geography has a relationship with different types of disciplines. The main purpose of geography education is to enable students to think geographically. Geography enables students to think geography, geographically, and also to think critically about sustainable living, about the sustainable living from local to global. So, geography enables learners to critically think about the sustainability of living from local to global. Therefore, geography is a unique discipline. Now, let us start our um, lesson by indicating some key terms. Here we have key terms. These keywords are very important to understand our lesson. The first thing we have to study or we have to know is indicated under key term here. It is sun. So sun is a hot glowing ball of hydrogen and helium at the center of solar system. So it is a glowing ball of hydrogen and helium which is found at the center of solar system. Another point is planet. Planet is a celestial body that is in orbit around the sun. Celestial body that is in orbit around the sun. So planets are objects or heavenly bodies that revolve around the sun. The runs around the sun. A star, luminous ball of gas. A star is a luminous ball of gas, mostly hydrogen and helium, held together by its own gravity. It held together by its own gravity. Another key term is meteors. Meteor is a piece of rock. It is a piece of rock, a piece of rock or metal. Piece of rock or piece of metal that burns very brightly when enters Earth's atmosphere from space. When meteor enters to the Earth's atmosphere, it immediately burns at the atmosphere of the Earth. So this material is known as meteors. Asteroids. Asteroid is a small rocky object. It is a small rocky object that orbit the sun. It is very smaller than the other planets. The rocky, a small rocky objects that orbit the sun. Even if they are orbiting the sun, they are very small. They are smaller than that of planets. And another key term that we have here is comet. Comet is a cosmic snowball. Cosmic snowball of frozen gases. Cosmic snowball of frozen gases, rock and dust that orbit the sun. Comets also orbit the sun. Therefore, these are key terms for today's lesson. Now, by having this the meanings of key terms in our mind, now let us start the lesson. Okay, formation of continents. This section presents how the Earth and the continents evolved. So when we talk about the formation of continents, we are going to talk about the formation of continents or the evolution of continents and the evolution of the planet Earth. The topic takes you to wider scientific wisdom of origin of Earth and continents. So this topic takes us to the origin of the Earth. It takes us to the origin of the Earth and its continent. So when we talk about the formation of continents, we are talking about the origin of Earth, the origin of continents, the evolution of Earth. The Earth together with other planets. The Earth together with other planets and their moons form planetary system. Earth and other planets form planetary or star system. Planetary system. Planetary system is formed from the Earth and other planets and their moons. The sun and the planets. The sun and the planets together form solar system. So sun and the planets together form solar system, and Earth and other planets and their moons or planets and their moons form planetary system. Planets and their moons. Planets form planetary system with their moons, and sun and the planets together form solar system. So uh, the solar system is formed by the combination of different planets by having a sun in the center of their orbit. Okay, the formation of the Earth is thus attributed similar to the creation of other companion planets and the entire development of solar system. Therefore, it is necessary to comprehend the origin of solar system to understand the foundation of the Earth. So it is mandatory to understand the solar system. Very important to understand solar system. We have to know the origin of the solar system. There are different views and theories on the formation of the Earth. There are different views. There are different theories on the formation of Earth and the solar system. Uh, when we talk about the solar system, we are talking about different planets. So the formation of different planets uh, have different views. Most of the theories depend on speculation and ambiguous assumption. Even if there are many theories, most of the theories depend on ambiguous assumptions. That means none of them are capable of acceptably demonstrating all the ultimate features of the Earth and the solar system because they based on the ambiguous assumption. Among the various assumptions and theories proposed about the formation of the universe and Earth, the Big Bang is most widely supported by scientists. There are several uh, assumptions, several theories, and several views about the formation of the Earth. But among the many, Big Bang theory is the most widely supported by scientists. Different scientists um, support the idea of Big Bang theory. According to this theory, according to Big Bang theory, the universe originated sometime 10 to 20 billion years ago by a bright cosmic explosion initiated by the expansion of a small volume of matter. Expansion of a small volume of matter at an exceedingly high density and temperature. So according to this view, the formation of the Earth was depend on the presence of high density and high temperature. Because of the presence of high density and high temperature, the Earth or other planets were formed. This explosion was then followed by formation of numerous space objects. There was an explosion, and the space explosion was then followed by formation of numerous space objects, followed by formation of different space objects like sun, planets, stars, meteors, asteroids, and comets. So, uh, because of the space exploration, the formation of space objects followed, and then these space objects are sun, planets, stars, meteors, asteroids, and comets through material collision. They were formed through material collision, cooling, cooling, and gravitational attraction. Gravitational attraction played a great role for the formation of heavenly bodies. The Earth was created from the mixture of gases and dust particles. So, according to Big Bang theory, the planet Earth was created. The planet Earth was created from the mixture of gas and dust particle. The planet Earth was created, or the planet Earth was formed from the mixture of gas and the dust particles moving in space. These gases and dust particles were moving in space around the sun about 4.5 billion years ago. About 4.5 billion years ago. Uh, Here we have a figure. This is a sun, which is found at the center of our solar system. And around the sun, there are different circles. On these circles, there are different planets. The first planet which is found near the sun is known as Mercury. Then the second, Venus. Third, on the third orbit, Earth. Four, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and so on. So this planetary system were formed because of the presence of high temperature and high density and collision of uh, space objects. Okay, the first cosmic rocks, solidified and created the first Earth at about 4,600 to 3,900 million years ago. Following that, initial landmass gathered to form the early continent known as Rhodesia. The early continent known as Rodinia. Rodinia was formed after the collision of space objects, and it was known as the first continent, or the early continent, which is formed on the planet Earth. During the late Cambrian period, 514 million years ago, the Gondwana supercontinent had evolved around the South Pole. So the Gondwana supercontinent evolved around the South Pole, around the South Pole. Next to these four major continents, Gondwana, Baltica, Siberia, and Laurasia came into being during 458 million years in the mid-Ordovician period. So, these four major continents came into being. They came into being. Then the Laurasia continent collided with the Baltica and closed the Equator's sea during the mid-Silurian. During the mid-Silurian means 425 million years ago. The continual collision had then produced the Pre-Pangea continent during the early Devonian period at about 390 million years ago. At about 306 million years ago, in the late Carboniferous period, the North American continent started to develop from the assemblage of rocks. The North American continent started to develop from the assemblage of rocks. By then, the supercontinent, which is known as Pangea, supercontinent Pangea, had come into being at about 255 to 210 million years ago. From 210 to 180 million years ago, in the Triassic period, this supercontinent started to break apart. The supercontinent, which is known as Pangea, started to break apart during Triassic period. During Triassic period, Pangea started break apart. And the breakup had continued. The Pangea breakup had continued until the late Cretaceous period. Until the late Cretaceous period, the breakup of Pangea continued. And this, in the meantime, North America had moved away from the African continent during the late Cretaceous period. The breaking apart of Pangea widened and bigger water mass or oceans were created along the continental cracks. So the oceans were created along the continental cracks. When Pangea broke up, and in the process, at meantime, the oceans created along the continental cracks. Finally, continental breakup progressively continued. Continental breakup progressively continued during the Tertiary period. The Earth's continents have then retained their present position. So the present position, the present position of the continent retained during the Tertiary period, and Quaternary period, Tertiary and Quaternary period of Cenozoic era. So the present landform was formed during the Quaternary period of Cenozoic era. The present-day continents were joined together by forming Pangea, and the about 200 million years ago. 200 million years ago. At about 160 million years, Pangaea divided into two bigger landmasses called Gondwana land and Laurasia by the process of continental drift. So the process of continental drift split the world into two. The southern part, which is known as Gondwana land, and the northern part, which is called Laurasia. The landmass that are developed into subcontinent India moved northwards and separated from the Gondwana continent at about 140 years, 140 million years ago. This occasion caused the collision of the Indian subcontinent with Eurasia and initiated the formation of Himalaya ranges. The movement of Indian Ocean causes Himalayas and Himalayan ranges, the formation of Himalayan ranges. Some 100 million years ago, 100 million years ago, Australia had separated from Antarctica. Australia was separated from Antarctica. This has pronounced the breakup of the Gondwana continent. The two giant continents, which means Gondwana land and Laurasia, then moved apart east and west, thereby resulting in the opening of Atlantic Ocean. So the opening of Atlantic Ocean was formed during this time. Okay, continental drift. Continental drift refers to the moving apart of continents. The moving apart of continents is known as continental drift, initiated by seafloor spreading at mid-ocean ridge locations. The event makes the continental drift. Event makes the Pacific Ocean narrower. The Pacific Ocean became narrower, and the Atlantic Ocean became wider. The Atlantic Ocean became wider because of the continental drift, and the Pacific Ocean became narrower. The Mediterranean Sea became narrower. Mediterranean Sea became narrower. Pacific Ocean became narrower, and the Himalayan mountains became higher and higher. And the drift makes Australia reach the equator. Australia was far away from equator, but the drift makes Australia reach the equator. It reached the equator in 60 million years ago. 60 million years. Now, let us summarize our today's lesson. Let us summarize the main points of today's lesson. Planets. We talked about planets. Then planets and their moons form the planetary or solar system. So planets and their moons form planetary system. So planetary system is a collection of planets and their moons. The sun and the planets. The sun and planets together form the solar system. So solar system is a system which contains different planets with the sun. There are different planets revolving around the sun, and in the center there is the sun, and this system is known as solar system. Okay, there are different views and theories on the formation of the Earth and the solar system. There are different views, different theories, different assumptions on the formation of Earth and the solar system. So, among the different views, among the different theories on the formation of Earth and the solar system, the Big Bang theory is the most widely supported theory by scientists. So Big Bang theory is the most supported theory by scientists. So it has acceptance among different scientists. So different scientists support the idea or the assumption of Big Bang theory. The Earth was created from the mixture of gas. The Earth was, according to Big Bang theory, according to Big Bang theory, the Earth was created from the mixture of gas and dust particles. The mixture of gas and dust particles made up the Earth. So the Earth was created or formed from the mixture of gases and dust particles moving in space around the sun. The sun is found at the center, and these dust particles and the gases revolve around the sun, and they made planets. Among the planets, one is Earth. So the planet Earth was formed about 4.5 billion years ago. 4.5 billion years ago. This is supported by Big Bang theory. Following the creation of Earth, initial landmass, the initial landmass gathered to form the early continent known as Rodinia. Rodinia was the early continent. The early continent formed following the creation of the earth. Following the creation of the earth, the initial landmass formed was known as Rodinia. Okay, this is all for today's lesson. Thank you for watching. Thank you.